Somebody, I think Gabe in the last session asked the question. I thought once we had done the Right Balance Express, we could play from any stance with. I'm going to show you now how that happens with the tour players, but how, or if you need to get narrower than 8, how that is done as well. So if you're upper core. So if you will look at Xander Schauffele, he's on the cover, a mid-core player. We know that. He's on the cover of Golf Digest. And interestingly, he has a long thumb. We know a long thumb is a grip. It's not hard to produce it. Just put that grip in the upper core power spot and you'll see a long thumb. Actually, it shows Xander at the top of his swing. White glove, you can see that long thumb. So as you look at that, we go to, I'm going to go out, upper core power spot. Let me show you from the side first. I have an upper core power spot, and I'm at 20 inches. Now, I would never want to put, unless you're looking at an upper core player who's 6'3", 6'4", with long legs. We're going to put them at 20 inches, but this is how you do it. So this is my upper core grip. Okay, I'll turn and face and show you in a moment. I have a long thumb, and all I do now is move my trail thumb over. And I have now squared up my hips. No matter where I go, my hips are going to remain square. Well, this is what it looks like face on. Let's see if I can give you an image of, watch my hips here. I'm very wide. I have an upper core grip, upper core power spots, long thumb, and my hips are rotated. Now, let me put this off so you can see my thumb. You can see this is what I taught, and I think many coaches taught for years. Byron Nelson said that his trail thumb was the most important part of his grip at the top of the swing because it supported the club. So with that understanding as well, everybody has to have it. I had discussions with many not tour players, but coaches, teachers about where that thumb belongs. So here it is, wide base for an upper core player. If I simply move this thumb over, my hips square up. And that's what you'll see with Xander at the top. If you go on and you Google a video, say just setup, you can get an image on YouTube, freeze it, and look at the thumb position of some of the great players. Not only that, look at them at the top. Scheffler is marginal, but his thumb is definitely not. His thumb is off to the side, as you'll see. So that thumb position, if you're working with a more advanced player, this individual in Mexico, plays a mini tour in Mexico, I mentioned Blake and I work with. I'm not going to teach him that yet because he has been so wide. He struggled a lot. He's a very good player, really a good player. But we're moving him back to his mid-core zone to get him comfortable and making sure he's getting a sequence of motion. That'll be something we'll show him we'll see how he plays. And if he's playing better, we will then teach him that short thumb. So when you have students come in, even if they haven't done the Right Balance Express, you'll see this works, this applies. So that subtle change in thumb position, it's remarkable the impact, I believe, that it has on the core and the hip rotation. So keep that and try it yourselves. You'll see, but let's back up, especially with a new student, with a beginner. My strong recommendation is that the upper core, we keep them 8 to 16 inches. We move the mid to 16 to 24 and the lower 20 to 28. Try that grip change. As you know, grip change is the most difficult. And there's something called state-dependent learning. Even though they may be practicing it on the range, they get back in competition and the course, they'll tend to revert to old habits. Takes a lot of practice to make that kind of a change.